What is up, guys? Here back with another YouTube video. I'm sorry that I haven't made one of these kind of videos again in a bit. It's been a little while, but we're back at it here. There's 3 different days of severe weather. Today, tomorrow, and Saturday, and there's another day on Sunday and Monday, actually, that has day 4 and day 5 on it. So today's severe weather outlook is a massive marginal risk that goes all the way into these areas right here. And then right now there's a few severe thunderstorm warnings going on in Nebraska to northern Kansas, but our real-time severe weather won't be happening till about nighttime right here in the slight risk area. So that's your outlook. So if you're anywhere in this outlook, be on the lookout for some possible severe weather right here. And if you look at the wind risk today, it's low, but your hail risk seems to be a little higher here. So mostly I'd keep an eye out if you're in any of these areas right here. Now to the day 2 outlook. So now we're at the day 2 outlook, which is a bigger risk today, which is a massive enhanced risk of severe weather right here in areas like Wichita, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and to the west of Kansas City, and in areas like Topeka, Wichita, all these different areas, right? And here, and a little bit to the north of OKC, which is Oklahoma City. And you can see that day has a risk for strong tornadoes possible, damaging winds, and very large hail from this, as you have a hatched 10% risk of tornadoes in this region right here. So if you're anywhere in this region, and even in the 5%, be very well aware for a possibility of getting some tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail, and the slight risk and enhanced risk areas. And if you go to wind right here, you have a big 50%. The wind risk seems to be a little lower, but if you go to the hail risk, it's a big hail risk with a big hatched risk of damaging winds. So if you're anywhere in these areas right here, you need to be weather aware for some potential dangerous severe weather, and then by tomorrow. So be very weather aware. And some of these storms could even become a nocturnal event once it gets into this area. That's very dangerous. And now to the day 3 outlook. The day 3 outlook is a big slight risk over here in circled right here. So if you're in anywhere in the slight risk, be very weather aware. Even if you're in the marginal, be a little weather aware. But I think the slight risk will have the biggest impacts right here. Anywhere in my circled area, like areas like St. Louis is a very populated area in this. A lot of these areas just to the south of Chicago, mostly in the suburbs. Areas like Evansville, Indiana. Even in areas like Paducah, Kentucky is in this slight risk. And a lot of these different areas are going to be impacted by this. And see, you can only get the outlook from day 3, but we'll get a little more information tomorrow. But I do think all hazards will be possible. I do think the tornado threat is a little lower today, but there's still that risk for damaging winds and large hail from this storm right here. So those are your outlooks. And now, since we can't do outlooks for day 4 and day 5, you have a big 15% slight risk of severe weather here in Texas, and there's like Lubbock, Abilene, Midland, Odessa, and San Angelo. So if you're in any of those areas, be very weather aware, as you are under a slight risk of severe weather so far, which is day 4, and could even be upgraded here on day 4's categorical outlook here. So that's to know about. I think this might be Sunday's outlook, and then I think this is Monday's. That's a guess, but and then another slight risk of severe weather here on day 5 in areas like Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Arlington, Texas, and Plano, Texas. So a lot of populated areas in that risk too. And then even from that, there's from all this severe weather from this dry line right here that has your very moist air into here, into these areas. Some very dry air coming into this area, producing some extremely critical wildfire conditions right here in areas like Colorado, Kansas, New Mexico, and Texas. And anywhere in this critical and even elevated, you gotta be on the lookout for some dangerous fires today. And even there's a little bit of an elevated risk over here in areas like New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania here. So there's going to be some pretty big fires going on. And even today has another critical fire threat right here. And then another one right here for today. So that's to be looking at right there. And then now we're going to look at the models here. We're going to look at the HRRR model here. If we go to reflectivity, you can see so by tomorrow there'll be some storms heading in right here, which is what they're thinking right here. Some severe thunderstorms will form somewhere around this area right here. It's maybe a line of storms that could produce damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes from this. And if any supercells pop up here, they could be producing some big time strong tornadoes here, as you can see, while it heads into those areas. And as you look at this here, it really does strengthen here, and that's I think the biggest impacts from this, if the GFS is right, at the HRRR, this will be the main areas that gets the worst severe weather. But anywhere in here could get in that risk could get some pretty bad severe weather, and even another little line of storms over here could form and produce some dangerous storms here. And if we look at the NAM, let's see what the NAM thinks here. They think that some maybe more supercellular storms will form over here, but I'm agreeing with the HRRR a little more. And now if we go to the GFS, which we can see further out days with this, if we look at this outlook right here, you can see they are showing that okay, this is too long. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally went out of it. Gotta get back in here. And then if we look at the dew points here on for tomorrow, you can see some big dew points here. Okay. They couldn't get far enough, so I might actually have to do GFS with this. It's fine though. Takes a bit. You can see a big, massive dry line is going to form here. Right around here, a massive dry line. And this is where your big fire will happen. Fires right here, and then some very moist and dew points right here. Right in this area could get some dangerous, severe weather right here with this very sharp dry line. And if we look at the day 3, you can see even more dew points into here, and all these dew points right here you can see right there coming through, and then your massive dry lines heads through into areas like Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, Indiana, with some very moist air behind it. So that's to be on the lookout here today, guys. So you're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Oh man. Okay. And then now, if we go to the let's see how long this video's been on for. It's not that bad. Okay. Now if we go to Supercell composite here. Oh man, I went too far out. Sorry about that. I went too far out. Whoops. So if we look at Supercell composite here, you got some big, I mean, this is some pretty high. So this is in a favorable area that could produce some big supercells here near Topeka area. All the way down here near Oklahoma City. And this area, I think, is under the guns for some possible supercells that could produce tornadoes. Here, and then if we go even a bit further, it gets even more intense, as just some big fuel for supercells can form here, and then even into there and there, and then for tomorrow, like, it's a less chance for supercells, but if some supercells form in here, they could be tornadic, even though there is a less on supercell composite here. There is a little bit of it that could end up being a supercellular thunderstorm here. And then if we look at the surface-based CAPE, okay, you can see here in areas from this setup right here, there's a lot of CAPE right here, and even almost going up into this area right up here, with some CAPE values, and I think this GFS model thinks this area is going to get the worst of it into here, as you can see, almost into 3,000, so almost 3,500 joules per kilogram of CAPE here, and in just non-stop 2,000s in all these areas. So this is a lot of fuel and energy to support these storms here, guys. And then, so yeah. And then so that's, our outlook today, guys. I, hope you guys like this video, and bye.